On Pentecost Sunday in 2005, my then wife and I followed the railway line, which was completely overgrown. We realized while doing it how quickly we could cross Wuppertal via the railway line. This realization was the initiator of the Nordbahntrasse project. Then in the spring of 2006, we established a society, Wuppertal e.V., whose goal is to support policymakers in their work for Wuppertal. We wrote a feasibility study showing the added value that such a refurbished railway line would have for the valley, and above all, how it could be financed. There are two old railway lines that we've now repurposed, in every sense of the word, into a recreational path. 23 kilometers in all, the route goes through 6 tunnels and across 4 gigantic viaducts. It has about 23 bridges and runs along more than 200 supporting walls. The city was not able to come up with its share of the funds needed for such a project, 80% of the cost of which is covered by subsidies. This is why we began to collect our own funds. Even sponsors, whom we desperately needed, jumped on the train very quickly, enabling us to collect more than 2 million euros in pledges within 5 weeks. That is significant, and it's also a unique selling point, both for Wuppertal and for the Nordbahntrasse. Then in the spring of 2007, we began to write grant proposals for federal, state and EC funding. They were approved across the board in May of 2008, and from that point on, the project had roughly 20 million euros in funding. We realized from the start that no matter what the call to action was, whether it was a matter of clearing trees or paving the path, it always brought in hundreds of people straight away. The idea of this unused railway line, providing a fairly level connection not only through the city, but to the neighboring city of Düsseldorf and the Ruhr Valley bike path, was always brilliant. When you have kids and want to teach them how to ride a bicycle in this city, you first have to load the bikes into the car and then find a path somewhere. That's not easy here. Now we can start from home and get into gear straight away. My company is 50 meters from the railway line, so it's ideal for employees to cycle to work. We also have colleagues who come to work from Solingen and have bought themselves e-bikes which allow them to travel the route faster. When the streets here in Wuppertal are particularly congested, this is one way to get through the city quickly without crossing a single intersection. It's climate-neutral modern mobility at its best. This is my step into the future.